Wrapless Ed Puit custom cue in very close to new condition, available right now in our inventory at Crossroad Cues. We will be uploading this beauty to the website, crossroadcues.com. I'll tell you what makes this very special. Well, number one, as most people know, Ed Puit is a master level cue maker from the great state of California. He is a former machinist, and that is one of the attributes, is what they say, to his extremely clean work. Ed Puit's cues are among the most sought after by collectors and players alike. Now notice as I roll this across the table, I know you might not be seeing everything I'm seeing here, but what I'm trying to show you, it rolls silky smooth. Now you say, well, it's a pretty close to brand new cue. It should. But what I'm looking at here is a cue with just no variation at all. Master level machinist ability at its finest right there. Ed, of course, does the world famous Paua shell, aka the abalone rings. This is what is referred to as an outrageous ebony king. Outrageous ebony king. This cue is ebony from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. But what makes this one really special, and I'm going to try to pick it up on camera here the best that I can. If not, we have some high quality outdoor pictures so that you can really see what I'm seeing here and get a perspective on how beautiful this wood is. I've never seen the likes of this exact cue before. And by the way, his wrapless cues, or as we like to call them, the slick handles, they're very hard to get. But then again, everything Ed Puit makes is extremely hard to get. He has one of the longest wait lists among all of the cue makers. He is a true master at what he does. And I'll tell you firsthand, his cues are not wallflowers. In other words, they are designed not just to stare at because they are beautiful and he only uses the finest woods and materials. Ed Puit cues are known for their extremely good playability. But what you're looking at here, the forearm or the front of the cue is actually heavily figured Macassar ebony, and it is the most beautiful color you could ever imagine. I should say colors, because it has kind of chocolate brown and black and almost looks like kind of a reddish orange undertone coming through. I'll spin it so you can see just a lot of beautiful figure. It's not anything that's easily described. You just really have to see it. There you go. Take a look at that. But, and by the way, that's Macassar on the front and then Macassar in the back of the cue. But the centerpiece right here, which is what we like to call the slick handle, that is Gabon ebony. So he has a mixture of figured Gabon and figured Macassar running all the way through this cue, making it the outrageous ebony king. This is what you call a 5 ring. If you count one of the shafts, then you've got 2 here, 3, 4, and then 5. Of course, everybody knows how beautiful those rings are. Look at that, abalone, and then he has it set into white, and then you have double silver trim on both sides. The cue is in very close to new condition. There's a tiny, and I mean tiny little scratch. So you can see it right there in the finish, just right there. And then there was just a couple of just really hard to see marks on the butt cap, like right in there. The gentleman that purchased this cue got the cue, only played with the cue a handful of times with a different shaft. So these shafts are brand new. Ed Puit's taper is phenomenal also. There's other cue makers that have coined what they call the Ed Puit taper. Really nice, longer taper. These are 13 millimeter shafts. Both shafts are 3.6 ounce. Again, 13 millimeter, unchalked, unplayed, perfectly straight. Everything rolls perfectly straight. The butt, the shafts together apart. just like it should. Again, very few signs of actual play. Here is an opportunity for somebody to pick up a cue that is known, a cue maker that is known to be one of the very best in the world, but again has an extremely long wait list. Oftentimes when we post one of Ed Puit's cues, they sell extremely fast. And for some reason, the people overseas, the players over there, just seem to glom them up really, really, really quick. We don't mind shipping this nationally or internationally. If you're just starting to follow our page, this is Crossroad Cues. We are an extremely reputable custom cue dealer. We are located in the state of Indiana, just outside of Chicago, and we ship cues all over the world. Look at how beautiful that wood is right there. It has the matching set of Ed Puit joint protectors. That is a 3/8 pin underneath here. Let me give you one more glance at that wood. Look at how it just transitions into the darker wood right there. Not a boring cue. What a beauty. Absolute beauty. Slick handle Ed Puit. You just don't see the Wrapless Prewitt 5 ringers very often. We had one before and it sold very, very fast. People have been waiting for years, and I'm not talking about 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I mean, long, long time to get a cue by Ed Puit. I don't even know if he's taking orders right now because his wait list is really, really long. No natural material in this cue. We can ship it again anywhere in the world. Butt weight is 14.9 ounces. So 14.9 on the butt, 3.6 on the shafts. You could easily add weight if you want to. EP, Ed Puit Custom Cue, available at crossroadcues.com. We've got financing, layaway, and some of the best shipping and packing and customer service in the industry. Check us out. Thanks for taking a peek, crossroadcues.com.